Okay, try it Tuesday. What I'm going to do is do a little bit of embossing, dry embossing with these, piece of card and some foil. Okay, so I've done this last time, it was a couple of years ago now. Okay, that I covered this with foil and then put it through the embossing folders. This one is, I think this one's 3D one, because took me a while to get the sandwich right, but then I expect it's fine if I went online and found out how to do it in the Sizzix. So in the big shot I didn't, and that was just one of the normal alterations. Right, well, that's the two I used. Okay, that's the bingo one. I think that comes with another one, and then that's a sort of grungy metal plate type thing. So right, put them away. Okay, I use decoupage glue for this. I usually, for the embossing folders, I got 4 out of this. Okay, but this one I might do something different with because I've already cut the others, because you need to leave it dry. So I sort of done that yesterday and let it dry. I mean, I blow dried it a bit as well. But this one's watered down, but I would say this isn't 2 to 1 because it was like a real cheap school glue. So I just literally just put a bit of water with it, just so that it's on the runny side, it's not gloopy, because it's just easier to apply and it works exactly the same. Okay, so the consistency is still sort of, running off like that. Bit like, I would say, in between single and double cream. that's the consistency I seem to like. Right, so just literally get loads on here. Because you have got to make sure it's well stuck down. And get your bit of kitchen foil. That's all that is, doesn't matter what it's like. Okay. Don't worry about too much. Sometimes I'll just fold it over and then cut it off later. It just sort of falls off once you start cutting it later on. Right, and then you just leave that to dry. Some of it off. Okay. So that's fine how it is. All right, and then once it's dry, you cut it to the size of your, I literally cut it in half and then into 4, and then I could do 4 templates, and then you run it through the embossing machine. Okay, right, now the 3D one, I had to take one of the plates away, the bottom plates, because I couldn't get it through the machine. But like I said, please go to the website. I'm sure there's instructions on it going through your big shot. I didn't look, and I just know what pressure that I need. If it goes through too easily, then it's not going to do anything. If it's real struggle, then you've got too much in. Sometimes you have to take one of the plates away, and then you build it up with a piece of card. They're called shins. I've just years ago the machines weren't so good as what they were today, and we were forever building up for all the different dies out there. So it's something that we sort of always done really in card making. Okay, I've got my big shot here. That's what I found. When I done it on the other one with 2 of these, I couldn't pull it through. Okay, so I done this one. Where's my card? There we go. Right, if glue oozes out a bit, don't worry, just wipe it off. Okay, but it does give a better impression if this is slightly damp. Well, I think so. Because we used to damp the cards down years ago just to get a better impression. And then I've just put that there, and then this on the top, and it goes through quite nicely. This is a very thick embossing folder though. You know, different embossing folders, follow the instructions on here for them. Right, but this one actually I couldn't get it to work on either one, so that's how I found it worked. Okay, if you keep hold of it, you can come back again, but as long as you don't move it at all, or else you'll get a bit of a fuzzy impression. And there you go. Okay, and that's just tin foil. So I mean, you do that with cards. I just wanted to use foil today. Okay, because I'm going to use some alcohol inks. But if you want to do it with a card, do it that way and then paint it. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and with the other half, I used that one there that I got off of Crate and Craft years ago. Okay, and the glue oozed up out a bit, so I give it a bit of a wipe. Okay, but I use ink on this one as well sometimes, so yeah, could do with a bit of a clean, I must say. I've got an A4 cutting machine as well, so which I've had a long time. I like the Big Shot for. It seems to, you know, I think they are very good. But the other one my husband bought about 5 years ago. And so I still use it. Because I've got A4 embossing sheets. Okay. Okay. Right, what have I got? I've got the Patina range, or what it's called, Vinja, something like that. Ah, there it is. It's VINTAJ. Okay, it's that range, because I always thought it was the Patina range, but apparently it doesn't come up when you search that. So give them a good shake, which I've done. I've chosen copper, cinnamon, earth, and I did want the turquoise, but don't know where that's gone. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it looks green because I've got green over it, but I'm not sure what colour that is, but it's, I think it's sort of turquoisey. It's this sort of colour. Okay, which I'm going to put a bit of that first. Yep, see. These aren't so transparent as the other ones, I will say. But okay, and I've got a bit on here. I'll just do want a bit of contrast though. I think actually I'm going to use a tiny bit of black. I don't need to shake these. I just need some. Sort of want it around the embossed bits. Too scared to use too much of it. Earth might work, mightn't it? Very dingy. Interesting to see what happens. You may see. I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. It'd be a surprise. I'm going to cover all that up. This is just an old piece of, collage that I done a while ago. Right, I want these to dry. I don't want too much contamination. And then I'm going to put some copper. I'll leave that one for a minute. Okay. There's not too much glare. It's quite a bit of glare for me. So I just have to get it out of the light so I can see. We're gentle because or else you'll take what's underneath off. Like there, I've got one little patch there that's not seem to be sticking, so I'll just go back over that until it does, really. I need to put a little bit of black. That seems a thicker one, so I think we're all right. There we go. Maybe a bit down here. Looks a bit dull there. Okay. Oh. And this one now definitely needs something, doesn't it? Okay, that'll do for now. I might add a bit of that. That's the one I'm missing. I thought that was the other, but this is a cinnabar. This is such a good rust colour. Right. See what we'll do with that later on. I know what. Okay, perfect. That's it. I'm just making sure it's all covered. Yep. But it doesn't really matter because sometimes I file right over the top of it. And then put gilding wax. Because that's what I do. Sorry, I'm making myself laugh. I think I'm getting high on alcohol now, see? It's making me feel silly. Oh gosh, I think I really do need to get a life. Okay, right, I'll just leave them alone for a minute and let them harden off, and I'll be back. Right, so I'll show you how to do the next part. And before I carry on, there is 101 ways of doing this. Okay, you can do it with just embossed card and paint. Okay, it's just that I had alcohol ink, so that's why I covered it with foil, and just to give a different texture. And if I wanted to sand that back, which I'll tell you what I'll do with that one, just in case, because I really like that one there. So if I wanted to sand this back very gently, because it's, again, it's only foil, all right, you can bring some of that foil back in, or use your silver. I don't know whether I got silver one, actually. I think I must have, but you know, it's just a matter of just playing, having a little fun. Right, so you can do that sort of thing. You can leave it like that, like I said, but all this can be done with paint and just card, really. I don't particularly like doing the all the alcohol first and then embossing it, because I like to get in the different nooks and crannies in here with a bit of dark and that sort of thing. So that's why I don't do that. But if you've got, and also if you've got all different colors of these, yeah, I think they're Inca Gold, or you know, the gilding waxes, there's loads of different ones I noticed in America, then you could just use them. You know, you don't have to use the alcohol. It's just I thought, well, it's a way of using the alcohol inks, having a play and making me laugh. Oh, there. Right, and then, you know, we just go over it with that. And you've got your dark going on underneath. And these would be cut down lovely as well, just as little numbers. You don't have to use it as that. And I'm going to have a little bit of this as well. Okay. Do the, oops, a little bit of black there. Okay, it's soon dry, and then go back over that. You see, because now it's right inside those bits there. Okay, and then you bring up the colour on the embossed bits. Okay, and with this one, you leave it dry and then you can buff it up with a cloth, make it really shiny. But you see, so that stopped all that, and give that a bit of depth in that corner there. Okay, like this one I really don't want to spoil because I love it. So I'm going to be really careful. Really careful, not too much of that. I'll start right there. I'll start this edge. So I'm just going to bring this one up. I'm just going to do a little bit of this. I don't get a new one, I get one that's well used, so that you have got to be careful. Keep it nice and flat. No, that's no pressure on that at all. Okay. Right, and you can see where I need a little bit of dark, I think. Okay, now I'm using the gold one, Renaissance Gold. Okay, got a little bit of foil showing through. Oh, it's gonna, yeah, I'll be quick because I don't want too much. So there, a little bit needs to get in there, and a little bit. Yeah, I can't do this with sponges and things. I have to use my finger when I apply gilding wax. For some reason, I just feel as though I can feel everything. Yeah, I mean, look at the crinkles in the foil there, look. That is just brilliant. Let's brought them out. There we go. Again, these will be put in my journal. I won't, actually I might finish it. I can't do any more today, but what I might do, I'll finish them off tomorrow and then pop the little bit at the end of the video to show you what I've done. Because really this was about a technique, if you know what I mean. So again, I don't really want to go over too much. I'll show you them all close up. Yeah, so I've got to go and cook tea. Well, I'm not quite sure about that bit there. But, oh my gosh, that bit there is fantastic. That's better. Just looked a bit of a blob there. Okay. Right. There's that one there. That was that one there. And there's another one I've done. Okay, I left that, you know, more left, if you know what I mean. I left that more left. English, Andrea. The foil, I left that as it was when I sanded it down. I quite like that change. And there's the other one. Again, that almost looks like leather in here. Okay, there. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that, so I hope you have a go with something, you know, like I say, even paint. Embossing folder and then paint, or paint and then embossing folder and then touch it up, you know, just get one of your embossing folders out and have a play. Okay, thank you very much for watching then, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye-bye. Right, folks, that's what I've come up with. Actually, this piece of this I actually found in the drawer with the black card. So I think it must have gone a bit dingy at one time, because I made this into like a little card in case I wanted to stick it in, and then, you know, I'm not sure. But I think that would look lovely on a front of a journal, to be honest. So I just put that like that because I really liked the way it was looking. So anyway, that's what I come up with. All right, I didn't do a video on this because I really didn't know what I was doing until I done it. Yeah, so now I've done it, I can actually do a video on it. Okay, because it's actually quite simple. These come from the new kit I've just brought out. That's Tim Holtz die. That's a metal one with a brad. I'm not sure whether I got how many little ones of these left though. I'm sure I'll find some, but they're not all the same colour. That was the only copper ones I had left. There, that was my sister rusting some of them, and then I've just put a little bit of the wax over the top. Could do with a bit of black on it actually. But, and again, that's from the new kit. Yeah, these are the tiles that I embossed. This was the die cut that was here. Yeah, I'm not sure what die, where that come from, but Janet done that for me. So, and then I embossed it, you see, and I made it all shiny. Yeah. Oh, and that is a piece of the, you know, mop up cloths. You know, that got holes in it. And then Janet done that. I don't know how she done that, but I saw it there when I went, and I went, oh my gosh, that colour. Which, if you look, how brilliant is that? There we go. So, I hope you like that. And I thought I'd show you what I'd done anyway, and because you know, the video was about the technique, but I thought I'd get on and do something, and then maybe do a video in the week on how I done this. Okay, well, thanks for watching then, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye.